Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Shabby and today we're gonna do the actually gonna start making the Easter bunny. Now I have done this body. It's been a while, not since I did it, but it's basically if you take the head away from it, is what we've been doing. The only thing I did, I filled this up a little bit more, front and back, and kind of fill this around it a little bit too. And I may do a little bit more. And the reason I want to do it so when I put the skirt, it comes down, a little fuller from the waist down, okay? But I want to show you how I did this little head. It's not quite finished yet. We'll work on it a little bit. But, I mean, it is a bunny, so, yeah. Then we can take our time to refine it, make it smoother, and so on. I made it out of foil. And maybe about a foot, give or take, or maybe a little over of foil. This foil, I get it at Dollar Tree. It's very thin, but I like it. And then you just kind of make a little ball out of it. Just don't have to press too hard at this point. Now you're going to see what kind of size do you want, of course, of the bunny. Basically, it's almost like a smooth edge rectangle. So the head, you come down here and you're going to press a little bit more, okay? And of course, see, if you look at it this way, it's what it is. It's just a little rectangle, see? From here to here. But this here is going to have the nose. And then in here, which I'm going to indent it a little bit, is going to be the cheeks. So I'm going to do one side first and kind of bring it here a little bit. And then I come back and do the other one. You don't have to press too hard at this point, just enough to get a form in there. That's it. No biggie. Because then you can fill it up with the cotton and make it more, it's supposed to be. I'm going to make this a little bit flat in here purposely. Yeah, okay. And here we go. So now I'm going to bring in the bottom of the chin up. Okay? And basically, this is your bunny head. No biggie, okay? So, now we're going to make it better, I hope. With anything round, even including the handle of your brush, at least that's what I like to use, I want to come in on either side of the nose. Just remember, this is going to be the nose in the middle, right here, okay? I'm just going to come in from here and press down, and then I'm going to come back from here and press down. Now you got, it's hard to tell on the foil, but can you see what I mean? Now you have the little nose in here, and now you have the cheeks that it shows that they're much better. And try to make as even as you can. Okay? Now, I'll go ahead and do the eyes while I'm at it. You don't have to do it right now, but I do. More or less where they're gonna be. And I push in, and I push in. Make sure that I got it even. You can make, the eyes can be fairly, big, around. And so I'm gonna use this one instead, because I like it better. Okay? And it's just so you can have something, and almost like sideways a little bit. Let me show you. See? Right here. Right there. Once you get this, the indentation on it, and then you get basically, it don't have to be perfect at this time. Okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and start working. This is going to be the little chin in here, right there at the bottom. So I want to bring it in, a little bit of it like that. So you can, let's see if you can, I don't know if you can tell or not, but you know, it has a little bit of it here. Anyway, see? And again, make sure that both cheeks basically are about, you know, the same. So this here is basically what I did here. Now we're gonna go back and we're gonna fill it in, okay? And I'm gonna get, I should have had this done already, but I just wanted to get the head out of the way. And this is what we're gonna do today, okay? So you can know, I think I do have a video on it, on him, but it's a little bit different. See, it's more rounded. And hers, actually, she's gonna have a little neck. So it's a little bit different. So this is why I wanted to do it. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start our process. And I got some, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and wet the whole thing a little bit. Now I'm going to come in here on the cheeks. Well, you can come, let's just come in the front, just in the center front, just up and down. And you make sure you wanna put some of that cornstarch glue on it, okay? And I already wetted this side, so I'm gonna come in all the way here and okay. And we're just gonna put it in there. And now what we're gonna do is we'll be able to see more of what's going on, okay? Don't worry about the mouth at this point. And the same, I'm just gonna bring it down, you know, down here to the back, and it's okay. And we're just gonna do it this way. Now you can tell where the eyes are. You can tell where there needs a little more indentation to the nose, see? And we can go back and fill it in the whole thing. Just pieces at a time. There we go. Whoops. I'm having a lot of fun with these bunnies, I tell you. And if you need more chick, you know, into the bunny, but you just put more of this cotton around it on the area that you need the most. Let me kind of do that so I can round that up a little bit. Well, I don't want any sharp edges or anything like that, okay? And now we're gonna do this other side. I forget, but I try to bring fibers out because when you're putting it on, it will blend better, in other words. I'm gonna do this side. And now I have a bunny face. You can tell now a little bit more, can you? Okay? Okay. Because it's still a little rough, and it's all right. You're just gonna keep on working on it until you get it, you know, like you want it. Because we all want our bunnies different, I mean, you know. But getting the whole idea, then you can take it from there. All right. What I'm doing right now is just make sure I'm gonna cover everything. And if you let, now here when patience comes in, it's easier to work with them if you let them dry, or you can maybe blow dry them enough so you can handle it better. I just go ahead and usually just let it dry it overnight because I like it better. But you can't blow it dry if you want to, mainly because I don't have an outlet where I am right now very close. So it's hard for me to get my, my hair dryer and try to do it. Now here it is, the mouth. Can you tell right there? Okay, I'm just going to poke a little bit of a, I don't need a big one, the smaller one. I just want a little something there. Okay, now the nose usually is a triangle also. So maybe with something a little sharper, I'd like to come in here and come in from, it's gonna come in wider on the top of the nose right here and into a point, okay? So I'm gonna come here and come from here to there and from here to there. And now, if I look at it better, and now we have what it is, a nose. It's kind of hard for me to do it upside down, but you get the, see? And if you're looking at it when you're working on it, of course, you can see it better. It's kind of probably hard to see it on the video, but okay, there we go. All right, now see this in here, it's kind of flat. See kind of flatted there. Okay, well, I don't want it flat. So this is when I'm going to get my cotton, and I'm going to pull it out like this both ways, one way or the other. And what that does, it frees all the little fibers. Then I can do something with it easier and it'll blend better. So I got it here, and let's see, right here, it was a flat place and I don't like it. So I'm gonna put this in here now. And now I have a rounder, much better kind of, see? And like this has had a little bit of a line in there, just pull it a little bit, just slightly. Now it doesn't. Okay? Do you need a little bit more? Just keep on at it, until you get it just like you want it to. And, like in here, I want more roundness right in here, okay? Well, I'm gonna do the same thing, but in there. Okay. Right here. I'm gonna just, right there. And just let the, as they say, let the brush do the walking. And your fingers too, that helps. Okay, there you go. And you just kind of, whatever it needs it, you just play with it until you get it just like you want to, okay? So this is basically what it is. That's the head. You got your eyes, your little nose, and as you build it up, come back with, the handle of the brush or something and keep it, giving it the contour of the nose. But basically, you have nose in here, but it's flatter toward the head, okay? Through here is flatter, but then here, you can kind of tell better the indentation. Now, this in here is nice and rounded, so you would do the same thing on the other side until you get them just done. And the little mouth is already there, and then I may get some more, and put a little bit of that in there, and make sure that everything is blended nicely together so there's not a gap or a dip or whatever, see? And just keep on going. You can make it as big of a mouth or as little as a mouth by building it up with your, In other words, you're giving it a personality yourself. Because I don't even know how the other one is going to come out until I'm done with them. It's just, you know, how you work on them. And so, see here? Can you tell right there? Okay, it needs some more. And right there. So I'm just going to put a little bit more in there. And very softly put it on. And now I got it taken care of, see? So this is how you're going to do the head. Now, when you're done with it the way you want it, and it's dry, okay, when it's dry, let me get another doll just so I can put these on and show you what I mean. Maybe this one. I'm trying to think. Here it is, this one here. It's got a, because you want a longer neck, okay? So let me take this out of the way. This is what I hang them on with. I have little hanging little stuff all over the place. Okay, so I'm just gonna do, you know, pretend that's the other one, which I could have done a bunny out of this one too, you know. So, okay, so then you're gonna decide it, what kind, how you want it up, you know, if you want it on the side, however you want to do the head to give you personal personality. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna do is come back here, maybe with a whole ball, a whole of it. And I'm gonna do this. Let's see what are we. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and this is what I did to the other one, okay? Because I wanted to have a little neck anyway, so I just coil it like that. Okay, just like that. I can make a little circle, right? Okay, but we're not gonna leave it just like that. We're gonna put this one down. This is the bottom of it. So I'm gonna put this in here, okay? So that I can then put it on like I want it in here, and then turn it around like I wanted it. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna, you know, put this thing inside. And the one that I have, it has a neck, so I'm gonna put it right here like that. And I'm gonna make the neck out of it by, of course. And of course, I wanted to also glue into the back of the head and into the back of the shoulders. And this is just giving it a lot of the glue and bringing it in and bringing it in and bringing it in, and a sculptor actually. However you want it, the bunny. Okay. And like I say, you're really gonna have to press and put a lot of the stuff in there. And here too. I'm gonna put this down for a minute. I mean, so that I can show you that. Then with the rest of it, then I am gonna come back in here under the chin and try to keep on putting that in there. I hope you're getting this, because like I said, I didn't want to have to do two bunnies. Okay. Like I say, patience. If you need something sharp to kind of bring it in and get some of the bulk out, it's okay. See? Because I want a neck. So I'm gonna do everything I can to give it a neck. Okay? Also too, see, I'm pressing down pretty good. Now it's getting to be a neck in the back, okay? Not so much in the front, but that's okay because we're still working on it. Now, when you have it like this, now this is what I do. Maybe other ones, they have a lot more practice than I do it a different way. But when I have it pretty good like that, no matter how it looks, but you want it thin or as thick as you want your neck, the neck, okay? Then let it dry because it's hard to do anything to it. If you move it around, it's not, you know, it's gonna be really hard. But make sure that your neck and your head, you know, is one continuous kind of a thing, see? And you probably go, well, why don't you just glue it? Well, you can, I guess, you know, like everything else, you can use the glue gun or whatever, but it won't be how they do it. Whoops. Now, on this one, I'm still gonna have to come back a little bit and give it a little chin, but I like to do that later, like I said, when it's dry, because if I do it now, it's not gonna be very stable. So I just go ahead and try to get this the best I can, and as narrow as the neck is gonna be, and when it's good and dry, then I come back and see how this one is. And I worked on it. I mean, I worked on it and worked on it and let it dry. Well, that's what you need to do. You can turn it. You can do whatever is the position you want while it's wet, and then leave it there. And then come back later when it's dry. And for instance, he needs a little more chin. I'm going to come back actually and angle it a little bit more up. And I think that's kind of what I did to this one, a little bit. Okay? And then it has a little chin, but I'm probably gonna do more chin in here, okay? So at the end, it's gonna end up with a little bit more in here, in the mouth and everything. Now, once you get it good and dry, you can add more cotton, whatever. It's gonna be, like, see, when it's dry, it's dry. And it's gonna be okay. On this one, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to it. I told you about the joint compound. I love my joint compound. Okay, I know I have here somewhere. Yeah, I did, but I'll get another one. It's okay. A little spatula. Because I am the person that I am. I like things smoother. And this is when this is gonna be really nice. This is gonna come, it's gonna change the whole thing, okay? I still want my eyes what I want, but see right here how rough that is? Okay. And maybe this is not the way to do it, but that's the way I do it. Because I want this baby to look nice. And even then with my fingers, then still I can. And a little bit of the goop here if I want to. And now it's so much better. And the same thing right here by the cheeks, see? Because the cheeks are not. Actually, I'm putting my finger on the glue and just put it on here. And the nice thing about this, that when it's dried and it's a little line here or there, you probably get a very fine sandpaper. See the difference between one side and the rough side? And it's barely anything in there. And the nose in here the same way. See how the nose and it is in here? You can tell a bit more. Okay. But it's flat in here. Let's see if you can put it sideways. See? It's flat in here. But the little nose, it has an indentation on either side. No deep, but you know, just enough to make a difference. And I'm gonna put a little bit more. Okay, see this here? Look at it. See how bumpy it is? I don't like the bumpy. So I'm gonna come back in. So get yourself a small, they have a smaller container of joint compound or spackle or something like that. And just use it, because let me tell you, I mean, it just hides a multitude of sins, and why not? And I'd rather do it this way. Okay, now I'm gonna get my wet finger and just give it, just kind of, you know, they contour their knits. Some of this is not going to show, but around the neck and the face is, so you might as well just make it look nicer in it. This I don't worry so much about it. Anything is not going to show, I could care less. But what it shows, I like it smooth. And that's just my preference. Some people don't care, I do. But, so I found out by working on the other little head that I was telling you about, found out that you can do this. All right. And try to bring, you know, come in with your little finger, whatever finger fits on the chin. Or if you have something that's rubbery, you might be able to do it. I don't have it in here with me, so I have to use what I have to use. Okay? But I think I like it better. And like I said, once it's dried, if I see that needs a little bit of the a little sanding here and there, but I'll do that too. And also, while it's still a little wet and you can do it, I'm gonna go ahead and, even with this, open up the mouth. On both sides a little bit. Honey, I think it looks a heck of a lot better than it was. And like I said, whenever it's good and dried, I may go with something very, very fine. And especially like on the, especially like around the neck that is hard to go and do whatever, I might go ahead and roll the sandpaper and then lightly go through here, through the bottom of the neck. All right, so this is the head. At this point too, you want to go ahead with something, a pointy something other, which you can tell that I don't have one in here, and I should. I do. Go ahead and put where you're gonna have your, there we go, 1 and 2, the ears, okay? And make a hole in it, and it's ready to go. Now, I'm gonna show you how to do the ears real quick. And again, I do make them out of I just wanna make out of this. A piece about this, which is about what, 5 or 6 inches, and half for one ear and half for the other one. Okay, like, and then I'm just gonna come back here from this point and just kind of, and this one too, and just give it the ear as you need to, and then whatever you don't need to put in there, but make sure you have enough and twirl it really, really good to put inside, okay? Now, how easy can that is? Because then we're gonna put, of course, the cotton over it. And then I like to go ahead and give it, you know, that is the ear. Do you wanna flip it up? And also too, see how this is a little rounded on one side more than the other one? Okay, this is the outside of the ear. This is the inside of the ear. So the outside is gonna have a little more roundness. So if you want a little flip it, there you got a little bunny ear. You can do whatever you wanted to this foil. And then, go ahead and put the cotton over it, both sides, maybe 2-3 little, you know, until you get it thick enough like you want it to. Not too thick, but you know. And that's it. And make sure as you keep that dip in there a little bit, give it a little more, you know, a little curve to it. Because bunny ears are not just, you know, straight. See? And like again, this here is the outside of the ear, so the other one will have to go this way and more flatted this way. So let's see if I can do it both the same. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Alrighty, so this is gonna be, okay, and this one is gonna be this way. Oops. And if you break it like I do, well, it's okay too, because at the end it's all gonna be okay. Alrighty, let's see. This one is here, so, okay. So this is the inside of it. Sometimes it's harder to do the second one than it is the first one, because you need to make it just exactly the same or as close as you can. And you're going, whoa, I cannot do that. How come? This one also had a little paint on it, but I'm going to use it anyway. And then the rest of it, I'm going to go ahead and turn it, and it's going to be okay. Okay? Outside. And let me get this in a little bit more. And outside. Oops. Let's see how these are going. Yeah. I broke mine. It's okay, but you probably, the reason I broke it because there's paint under it. And normally, see, you won't have a problem with it, but that's okay. I'll probably do another one later, but just to give you an idea, okay? So, this is the outside. And this is the outside. There we go. Do you want this one this way? Well, okay. There we go. When you get done and it's already, well, you can actually glue them on like now if you want to, you know. And make sure the hole is plenty big. I need to go in there and really wiggle it a little bit. But other than that, okay, there we go. See if I can get that in there. And if you don't, well, I need to probably make this a little thinner or the little hole a little bit bigger, which is fine, okay? But you can get it in there, believe me. This one is thinner. And I think this one, see? Oh, actually, I tell you what. Scissors. You can also cut it shorter and into an angle. See? And now I can do it, no problem. And then, of course, once you get it in there, go ahead and then start putting the cotton around it to glue it on the front and on the back. That's it. Actually, I probably can come back in a little bit more because they don't need to be, you know, it's not a leaf, it's a bunny. Okay, there we go. You can also glue it, but, you know, you can do it. Okay? So on our next video, the bunny is gonna be finished off the head with the and also the bunny ears are gonna be on. And we're actually going to make her little outfit. It's gonna be a shabby chic outfit, okay? Out of I wanna show you just one thing. Paper towels. This is a slip, okay? It's gonna be kind of Victorian-ish kind of a thing. And I think I'm gonna like that too. I'll have to paint this too, by the way. But it's gonna be, you know, just a Victorian outfit. And he's kind of bright. She's gonna not quite be quite so bright, but she's gonna be really cute too, okay? And again, you can make them both of the same. I mean, you know, to matchy. So this is up to you. For me, it doesn't matter. I just wanna do it. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, well, stay well, crafty, and God bless you.